Today I'm going to show you how to make flavored palitao. And as a bonus, I'll show you how to make masikoi. Masikoi is a delicacy of Pangasinan. Let's get started. Here are the ingredients. For the palitao, you need 4 cups of glutinous rice flour, 2 cups of water, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, sesame seeds and sugar, strawberry flavor and color, pandan flavor and color, ubi flavor and color. For the masikoi, you need 2.5 cups glutinous rice flour and 1 cup water. For the coconut sauce for the masikoi, you need 1/3 cup of toasted sesame seeds crushed, 1 cup coconut milk, 1.5 cups water, 3/4 cup of muscovado sugar, you can use brown sugar, 1 teaspoon anise seeds, optional. To make the palitao, we mix together the glutinous rice flour, the salt, we stir this, and then we have water. Water is variable, depends on the brand of the glutinous rice flour. You just add it gradually. What's important is you make a dough. Anyway, if the mixture is too wet, you can add more glutinous rice flour. If it's too dry, you add more water. Okay, just add it slowly. Here, I only added 1 3/4, so I have 1/4 extra because the dough is soft enough. So this is all right now. Then we will divide this into portions so that we can color them. Okay, we'll divide this into 4 because I'm going to make 4 colors. 1 will be white, 1 will be violet, 1 will be green, and 1 will be red. Okay, we'll divide this into 4, so we'll have white, violet, green, and strawberry or red. Okay, so this is white, so we leave it as it is. And then this one, we'll color this. We'll start with red. This is strawberry flavor and color. By the way, if you need to add, because this is liquid, if you need to add rice flour or glutinous, you can. You just add the coloring and the flavoring gradually until you get the desired color. Make sure the color is well mixed, because you don't want to see spots. And done. Okay, if you don't want the flavor, you only want the color, then just add the coloring. No need to add flavoring. Most of the flavorings right now are what you call flavor and color. So you get the color plus the flavor, or you get the flavor plus the color. Okay, green, and then last we have violet. If you don't want to get color in your hands, use gloves. After this, you can weigh, or you can scoop this so they'll have the same size. I use an ice cream scoop to measure. You know, I love ice cream scoops. I have them in all sizes. After you have portioned it, you form them into a ball, and then you flatten them into the oblong shape. Palitao is usually oblong in shape. Okay, if you'll notice, it's a little bit thick. Don't flatten them until they're very, very thin, because what happens is when you drop it in the boiling water, it's going to separate, or it's going to break. Okay, so again, form them into a smooth ball and then flatten. You can make them round, but usually they're oblong in shape. So I would do it this thick and then drop this in, and then I will show you later how to flatten this so that they will be thin and uniform before you serve them. Alright, so let's continue with the rest, and then we will drop them in boiling water. Okay, after you form them into balls like this, you flatten them Once the palitao floats, it's considered already cooked. Okay? But me, I wait for about, after it floats, I wait for maybe 3 to 4 minutes before I take it out because I don't want the palitao to be firm. I want it a little bit soft. By the way, water should fill about 1.5 inch from the bottom of the pan so that you will have space for the rice balls to float. Okay? So, and then we will do the other colors. This one is already cooked because it's floating. But as I said, I'll cook it for a few minutes more. By the way, the rice ball mixture, before you cook it, it has a tendency to dry up. So, what you can do, if you forget to cover it, you can put a little water so that it's easier for you to handle. You will notice they're not of uniform sizes, but they are of uniform weights. So later I will show you what you can do so that when you serve this, they will be uniform in size and in appearance. Okay, this is almost ready. We have the ube, see? After it floats, as I said, I wait 5 minutes. I boil it for 5 minutes because I want my palitao to be soft. If you do several colors, don't put put only one color per pile. Sometimes if you do many colors, your water becomes colored, then you need to change it. If it dries up, just add water to it. I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded. Just in case you have palitao of different sizes or different thickness, what you can do is like this. You put a little coconut here, okay, and a little coconut here. Using 2 spoons, you can stretch this out. See? But you need the coconut, otherwise it will stick. So, see, I've stretched this, and then see, so like this one, you need coconut here, a little coconut here too because the spoon will stick. So you can flatten them out. So and then look, it's bigger now. So your palitao is thin, and because you cannot cook them or boil them thinly, because what happens is they will break when you boil them. So this is what I do. I thin it out after I cook it. Alright? So that's one tip. And then let's make the masikoi. For the masikoi, you put together water and coconut milk. And then once this boils, we will drop in the palitao balls. The palitao balls, I have here glutinous rice flour and water. Okay. Water is variable. Sometimes you need to add more. Sometimes you need less. You can also, like the palitao, you can also use a mix of glutinous and rice flour. If you use all glutinous flour, it has a what they call makunat na texture. If you want it softer, then a portion of this you replace with rice flour. You can also use the recipe for the palitao that I gave you. Okay. Once this boils, we drop this in. Okay. We form this into balls and tongue shape or oblong like the Palitao, exactly like the Palitao. The masikoi is served with a sauce, with a Latik. Alright. Once the coconut milk and water mixture boils, you add in the Palitao balls. You also flatten it. A friend taught me this recipe actually. I've never been to Pangasinan. Okay? So once the Palitao floats, what we're going to do is we're going to add the muscovado sugar. Don't stir if it has not floated yet, because you're going to deform the Palitao balls. Okay, see? If you don't like anise, you may skip the anise, okay? You don't have to worry about that. Anise is just a flavoring. Some people like anise, some people hate them. You wait for it to cook before you add the muscovado sugar, okay? The Palitao balls are cooked now, so this is, you can use brown sugar, but I like muscovado sugar. Okay? Brown or muscovado sugar. I like the flavor of muscovado sugar. Right? We're cooking this in the Latik. So, when you serve this one is no longer served with sugar. And then we have, I toasted the sesame seeds and then I crushed this. You can use a food processor or a blender or crush it with a rolling pin. And then anise, if you like anise, you can put anise. If you don't like anise, you don't have to put this, okay? But it's in the recipe, so we put everything together. And this is your masikoi.